Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, I hope everything is cool. This is Malaysian Kiran from India. Yeah, let's go to the today's topic. Oh, before going to the today's topic, if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe now. Please subscribe. Okay, today I'm going to reacting to the video called "Don't Do This in Malaysia." Yeah, guys. I'll tell you at the end of the video is it true or not, because I'm living in Malaysia from more than a year. Yeah, why wait, and then let's get into the video.
Malaysia has quickly become one of the hottest travel destinations in all of Southeast Asia.
So if you have a plan on visiting Malaysia, there are of course some certain things that you must not do there in Malaysia.
Okay.
So the first thing, this is real experience for me myself personally. So we love going to one restaurant, and that restaurant is basically run by the owner who is the Muslim. One fact about Malaysia is that majority of the population here predominantly are Muslim. So there are some certain things that you can't do. After getting to know him for a while, we went back for the second time, and I greeted him by offering him the handshake. And
As a female, you do not shake the hands of a male Muslim.
you are not supposed to have the physical touch with the people from the opposite sex there, unless they offer the handshake first. In that case, it's more like they know that you are a foreigner. But
Yeah.
I look kind of like Malaysian, but that is the really awkward moment, because I see Jimmy doing that by offering him the handshake, and he of course
Shake the hand back.
So I follow Jimmy.
But
that is wrong.
because I'm a male, it is completely different.
Yes, what you will commonly see, we do it with both hands, basically, as you can see here. I think that is the way to really show the
To
respect.
pay respect.
Yes.
Always remove your shoes when entering a Malaysian home, sometimes even a business or place of office. But most places when you go, if it's a place of worship like a mosque,
Yeah.
That must be real culture shock for people who are from America or from Europe, because you guys
we wear
the
our shoes everywhere.
Yeah,
Inside the house,
correct.
we really don't ever take the shoes off.
Yeah, but this aspect of Malaysia, though, is similar to Thailand. We do think that the shoe is dirty, so something like that should be take off
Yeah, it should be
before you
removed.
enter the house.
Well, I wear sandals everywhere, but
That can be easily take off.
specifically Malaysia, you just slide in and
Slide out. The next thing, sometimes when you go to Malaysia, you will see the sign like this in public, especially a lot in Kuala Lumpur. So basically, as I said earlier, Malaysia predominantly Muslim country. One thing about that is that they don't really show the affection, no PDA. Since we have been traveling there, I have never seen anybody hugging in the public.
hugging, kissing, save it for when you get home. Next, you may hesitate at going in and entering some of the very, very local places to eat because there's no signs in English.
Yeah, surprisingly, the first night we got to Langkawi, and it was like really late at night. The only place open is somewhere look like a
Look
hut.
right next door to our hotel.
So that place, we don't see any sign in English at all. We walk in, surprisingly the menu is still has English translation
Yeah.
in it, and the owner of the restaurant speak English, so
Most of the restaurants and people in Malaysia can actually speak a good amount of English. Their conversational skills are very well. We didn't really have any trouble with the language while we were traveling throughout all of Malaysia. And actually, at one point in time, they were under British rule, and they still have a lot of influence with the English language.
next thing is very essential when you travel around in Malaysia. Don't forget to bring a small compact umbrella. The reason being,
Weather is nuts.
Yeah.
It's like being in a relationship with Ta. It's raining and sunny at the same time. You never know what you're gonna get. So you get
Malaysia, even though the weather
Yeah,
forecast
you
say
can't trust.
today it's not gonna be raining, but eventually
You
it's
don't know
rains.
when,
So
the
basically,
rain
it's
will
more
come,
like
it will-
raining on and off.
Suddenly
when we
it
got
will
It's like
Malaysia,
being in Florida in the United States. It rains almost every day, on and off, for like 5 or 10 minutes.
yes. So basically, for example, if you wake up early in the morning and you see super clear sky, it doesn't mean that it's not going to rain later in the afternoon.
Yeah, it doesn't
at all.
mean it's going to be clear all day.
So when we got to Kuala Lumpur, we were in the shuttle bus going from airport to Kuala Lumpur city, and it was raining like crazy.
pouring.
And then when we get there, we get off the bus, it stopped raining. We walked for about 10 steps, and then it started raining again. Next thing is something I have to admit that I totally understand it wrong for the whole entire
Time we were there.
even before we were there. So basically, don't get confused with Malay versus Malaysian. I will tell you later why it's really essential. So basically, there are two main things here: Malay, Malaysian. Malay is basically the group of people, the ethnic group, that in Malaysia, but Malaysian is actually the whole population.
Yes,
Either it
including
be
some
Buddhist,
Yes.
Chinese Malaysian, Indian Malaysian. Now it comes
Chinese
to
Malaysian.
when you decide about food. Don't get confused with Malay food and Malaysian food.
Most times while you're in Southeast Asia, you see a lot of partying. And in Malaysia, it's not as common. Don't expect to be able to drink alcohol
Yeah, you
everywhere
can't
you
get
go.
it.
Like when you go out to get dinner, or you go out with friends, or you go to the night market. Like in Thailand, you'll see people drinking everywhere. Alcohol is very scarce. You don't really see it as much unless you go to a specific alcohol store.
Yeah, so basically, if you go to the local restaurants, normally when you see no sign in English at all, where a lot of local goes there to eat,
You
So-
won't be able to order a beer most of the time.
yeah, but this can be somehow kind of like culture shock, especially if you stay in Thailand for a while and then you go down to Malaysia
Yeah.
and then you don't really see that you can drink in the restaurant. When you go out for dinner, you can go to only some specific place that they have the set up bar to drink. And actually, when you show the drunken behavior
Is-
in public,
That is when you can get fined 20 ringgit or possible imprisonment.
Yeah,
for
fine.
10 days. But don't expect to get pork in Malaysia. So basically,
Yes,
when we
it's a
go to the
Malaysian
restaurant,
country.
most of the time the menu will come with fish,
Muslim
chicken.
country.
I can't even barely see
Beef.
beef.
You know, for me, from a Western world, most of the things you eat is steak, hamburgers, things like that. Things that are revolved around beef. But beef isn't really that common in Malaysia, where you can normally find fish and chicken.
Yeah, fish.
So even when you go to the supermarket or you go to the local market, so most of the time we see people selling fish.
Yeah.
Majority
fish,
of them sell
squid.
fish. Next, following by chicken, and I see nobody sell beef. I see nobody sell
Pork. Sometimes you can find beef, but you really won't be able to find pork most of the time. All right. Do not point at things with your forefinger. This is a custom that Malaysian people follow.
So we notice this especially when we go traveling around and then we need to ask the direction from
Normally I'm
locals.
like, do I go over there or do I go over there?
I never seen
Them
they-
point like
yeah,
this.
them point. I normally see them do like this, or just this. Next thing is the big thing. It's my favorite fruit, Durian. It's when become something like a social norm nowadays.
Have you ever seen the Durian challenge? There's like so many videos about that.
So in Malaysia, it's even prohibited
Yes, correct.
to bring durian in the public area.
You need to eat only.
You
on the
actually
top.
see signs of this in Thailand as well. That's because of the smell of durian. Durian has a very, very strong odor.
Now I know why they don't allow it in buses and airports. It stinks.
It's not stink. It's good.
Oh, it smells like somebody farted in here.
It tastes delicious. but it does have a very strong odor.
It's really tempting when we were there because the price of durian actually goes down a lot due to their high
Very high
supply
price.
in durian. So the price is
smelly.
so cheap that even cheaper than Thailand.
Malaysia is generally beautiful and friendly country, but with its multicultural community practices a number of traditions and customs. Absolutely, visitors should be aware of. As a traveler, it might be hard to know all of the ins and outs of the culture, but taking time to learn the don'ts, what must not do in Malaysia, and apply that while you're traveling in Malaysia, of course, would make a huge difference in a way that create one of the best experience in Malaysia, especially when interacting with the locals.
Wow, guys, nice. Wow, yeah, really. What are the points they said? They're really true. You don't do this all things in Malaysia. Otherwise, as they said, some of them they will give fine and other things will happen. Yeah, that is true. All the things, yeah, that's true. Yeah, guys, very nice video this one. If you come to Malaysia, don't do these things in Malaysia. Yeah, I hope everyone liked this video. I like this video more, and I know what's going on in Malaysia and what are the things we can't do, those things. Okay, hope everyone liked this video. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, see you in next video. Bye bye.